These stories are inspired by the actual case files of the Office of Scientific Investigation and Research.
Even the coroner didn't know what to make of this one.
Why is it you and I always end up in dark corridors together?
Just lucky, I guess. What's that?
What was what?
Nothing.
It's in here.
Real stomach churner, is he?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you take a break?
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Her skull cracked on impact. And she's probably suffered a torn liver, severed spleen, sheared heart. Well, if the impact didn't kill her, the internal and external bleeding did.
Man.
Cause of death, uncontrolled fall.
From 8 feet?
Many theories, rumors, and stories revolve around a paranormal occurrence during World War II known as the Philadelphia experiment, wherein a warship and its crew supposedly shifted through time. Well, the OSIR didn't exist then, but in case file number 600-001, its investigators confronted a similar event, the Palimpsest effect.
Look at the floor, it's completely buckled. See the way the blood pooled? She wasn't dragged in from anywhere. How are the environmentals?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, except her.
Yeah, the soil compressibility tests were normal. Earth under the foundation's rock solid.
Well, let's calculate the velocity she'd need to be traveling when she hit.
You hear that? There's no seismic activity around here.
No subway. Any construction?
No, not yet.
She should just not be here.
I'm running her prints. She had no ID on her, not even any pockets.
Yeah, maybe she was on her way to a Star Trek convention.
Well, you get a load of our latest corpse.
I'm looking at it.
Damn walk-ups. Some tenant named Taylor found a second body.
Tenant? The building's up for demolition. Nobody should be living here.
Taylor's holding out for a juicy payoff from the developer. Little guy with a big lawyer. You'd like him. What floor are we on?
Third.
Oh, you get around.
Afternoon, sir.
After you.
Are you in charge?
Yeah, you could say that. We're working with the police.
Can't you get it out of here? The blood, it's everywhere. It's a setup. And he stinks like they found him in a sewer.
Jeez.
Mr. Taylor, tell me exactly what you saw.
Nothing. I came back with my sandwich to watch the new news. And then I heard this crash.
Like glass breaking?
Like a demolition crew coming through my window. And then I found this guy, stinking up the place, bleeding on my carpet. This won't work.
What won't work?
They are trying to screw me.
Who?
The developer and the architect. If they expect to drive me from my home, it's gonna cost them big, big, big time. They do not know who they are dealing with.
Yeah, well, we all have that problem right now, don't we?
I'll go do a background check.
On me? Oh, I bet you do that. Gather your information. Or why don't you harass the architect? She's the one that's trying to set me up.
What makes you think that she would go to all this trouble?
Well, if it's not her, then he's from the government. The tax department.
Ray,
Come on, Hanson.
I'm sure he's in good hands.
another fashion statement.
What is that, window glass?
It feels lighter, kind of like plexiglass. From the angle of the shards and the position of the body, it's as if he walked right through a wall of glass. From right here. No scaffolding, no ledges, no broken window. Weird.
Maybe it's time to make friends with the architect.
I'm not changing the design of the building. Just fight him on it. Isn't that what I pay you for? Yeah, just tell me how it goes. Okay, thanks. My overpriced lawyer. Hi. I'm Valerie Wells.
Hi, Lindsay Donner, Office of Scientific Investigation and Research.
Matt Prager, her overpriced colleague.
Well, the police told me that they were bringing in specialists. What do you guys specialize in?
Scientific investigation and research.
We explore unusual phenomena. Geophysical anomalies, hauntings, that sort of thing.
You're talking ghosts? I have a union crew standing by at full pay, an illegal tenant who won't budge, and a court system that is completely indifferent to my life. You're talking ghosts?
Ms. Wells, why don't you tell us about your building?
That isn't my building. This is my building. And I don't mean to sound insensitive, but one squatter's death is holding up...
People have died. You understand that?
People? Wasn't Mr. Taylor, was it?
No, Mr. Taylor is fine.
Sorry to disappoint you.
You know, you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Thank you, grasshopper.
Why'd you give her such a hard time, Matt?
People have died. All she cares about is her precious building.
She's clean. It's Taylor who has the outstanding warrants.
Anything interesting?
Disturbing the peace, DWI. He's not exactly a killer, but enough for Ray to turn him over to his buddies on the force. The fingerprint checks on both victims turned up nothing.
Well, this means we're criminals or servicemen.
There's no store labels on his clothes. They're all handmade.
Amish farmer? A hooderite?
Now, unlike our Jane Doe, he had pockets. I found this on him. It's an old trimming knife, a real antique. And coins from the 1860s. What is it?
I'm not sure. There's something about her.
You haven't returned any of my calls.
Oh, busy. Sorry.
Now, this, some kind of synthetic thread I cannot identify. And it's not petroleum-based.
What about the glass?
Oh, the glass. The glass is very strong, very flexible. Very effective filter against UV rays. Similar to what they use in the space shuttle. But this is not commercially available yet. Wouldn't you love to have the patent on this?
This can't be right.
What?
Well, according to my calculations, the dead woman fell 12 stories in a 5-story building.
Did you check for angle of entry?
No, it's impossible any way you look at it.
Impossible's our middle name, remember?
Yeah. I gotta spend more time at the event site. I understand the building's about to be torn down.
Let's stay focused on the victims. I'm having Anton run a DNA screen.
Yeah, but finding out who they are is not gonna tell us what happened.
Pete, what we do usually comes back to the people.
Except where there's a physical force, and there's something about this site that's triggering the events. I'm getting back there.
It shows the layout of the whole area in the 1800s.
Thanks.
No, thank you for prying Mr. Taylor out of his apartment. Now I can start the demolition.
You know, we'd really like to find out what's going on here before the building comes down.
Look, I have a responsibility to my investors. You're running out of time, Miss Donner.
Case manager's log, Prager reporting. On Axon's suggestion, we're re-examining the site where the dead woman was found. Anything?
No. What the hell? That was unbelievable.
Peter, shut up. Just let me hear you breathe. Well, whatever it is you encountered in there hasn't had any ill effects. You both seem perfectly normal.
Yeah, see that? I'm perfect.
But the Russian judge gives you a 4. What the hell was that? It shimmered like a mirage.
Well, maybe the dust in some way altered your vision.
No, we couldn't have both had the exact same hallucination.
Trust me, Matt. It's got to be the building. I've accessed the schematics to the city's power grid. Turns out there's 2 high kVA power trunks intersecting directly beneath the building.
Anything on the EM scanner?
Not the answers I was looking for.
Where do these people come from?
Could this be some kind of spontaneous apportation?
Not quite, Anton, but you're on the right track.
Peter and I have been working on another explanation for the phasing of the building.
Phasing? Oh, boy.
The theory's based on a concept called palimpsest.
Palimpsest refers to text on parchment which has been erased. After the parchment is reused, some of the original text still bleeds through.
Palimpsest.
In this case, the building site would be the parchment and the architecture would be the text.
It's quite a stretch.
So you're saying that pieces of the past still exist in the present building?
Well, let's look at the physical evidence. There's the old coins, the trimming knife, the dead man himself.
What about the dead woman? And the glass recovered from the man's body?
Oh, he's a mess. No fillings or crowns. Retarded dentition. That indicates poor health as a child. Avulsed teeth. Loosened teeth.
2 words. Brushing, flossing.
This man has never seen a toothbrush. Or a dentist, for that matter.
Claire, those loosened molars, have you checked the organs for traces of mercury?
Yeah. In the kidney biopsy.
Mercury poisoning.
Yes. It's quite common among certain trades in the 1860s, like furriers and tanners.
Well, it doesn't prove he's from the past. Or disprove it.
Follow me, gentlemen. Female, Caucasian, age indeterminate.
She looks like she's in her 60s.
Well, based on her bone density and the compression of her spinal column, I would say she was in her 80s. Maybe older.
That's remarkable.
And yet her eyes show no evidence of cataracts or any other of the expected signs of advanced aging. I also found this. It's a synthetic hip.
Kind of the way I dress. Pretty sturdy if it survived the impact of her fall.
I've worked with artificial limbs in Afghanistan, Cambodia. I've never seen anything as advanced as this. The technology here is like years away from clinical trials. If that man is from the past, maybe this woman is from the future.
There was a tannery here until 1918, and Miles found traces of lye on the male victim's body. Now, that accounts for the strong odor.
Sooner or later, every DOA stinks. It's nature's way.
They use lye to remove flesh from the hide, and they use trimming knives to cut away unusable pieces.
Oh, very good, very good.
Look, we still don't know Taylor's not behind this.
Oh, come on, Ray. You don't think this guy set it all up just to save a lousy apartment?
Hey, you know how easy it is to transport a body? All you need is a deep trunk.
It's not that easy.
Ray, come on, open your mind. Think about this. The past, the present, the future, all existing in the same place. You know, arguing for space, bouncing off each other.
Sounds like Thanksgiving dinner at my in-laws.
Hey! Did your mother tell you it isn't nice to point?
Sorry.
Yeah. Pete, I appreciate your initiative, but what are you doing? I didn't sign off on any of this.
Look, Matt, with Palimpsest, the underlying text is sometimes recoverable when you hit it with ultraviolet light.
What, you think that's what made the building shift?
Well, it happened around noon like the other events.
When UV rays peak.
Exactly, and it's nearly noon now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scan the building with some concentrated ultraviolet light, and we'll try and recreate the phenomenon. I mean, we could open a window into the past, or even the future.
Things to do. Open window to past and future.
Here, just wear the glasses. All righty. Here we go. There. Wow. Lindsay, you getting this?
I got it. It's incredible.
Let's try this.
Whoa.
One more time.
Hold on. The heat sensor indicates there's someone in the building.
Someone in the building.
Peter, I repeat, there's someone in the basement of the building. You've got to get them out.
I cut the power.
He's in the basement. Hello? Anybody here? Hello? Hello? Hey, hello? Anybody here?
Help!
with us, buddy.
He's blacked out.
Easy now. Easy. You'll be fine if you rest. I'm a doctor. My name is Hendricks.
Nelson. Wallace Nelson. Who are you? And what is this place?
You're safe. We brought you from the apartment building.
From where?
So, how goes the battle?
Why, haven't you heard? We've got the Rebs on the run. Richmond is surrounded. It's only a matter of time now.
Mr. Nelson is in shock and suffering a mild concussion, but you'll be fine.
Mr. Nelson, if you feel up to it, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
At your pleasure.
What would you say these were worth?
That'd be $1.40. A good day's wage. What about it?
Do you notice anything unusual about them?
Is this some kind of parlor game?
No, not at all.
We're scientists and researchers.
Scientists?
We'd like you to stay and rest for a while.
Right then.
Oh, the coins, please. I need them back. Oh, I think there's one more.
So there is.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Nelson. I'm just going to remove one of these.
At what time do people eat around here?
Oh, we'll be eating.
So what do you think?
I think we should keep him here.
Well, we can't hold him against his will. Seems to be taking it all pretty well. No panic, smooth answers. If he's not the real deal, it's a pretty good act.
Well, what if it's not an act?
That's what I want you to find out.
I'll do some homework.
This might be a time for more vinegar than honey.
Touché.
Still don't trust him.
In other words, since you've had a light concussion, it shows up here.
Even if he is 160 years old.
I don't suppose I could have a stretch of my legs. A breath of air?
Soon, if that's okay. Do you have any idea how you got into that building?
The one minute I was in the tannery, the next thing I knew, it was pitch black and I couldn't breathe. And then, I found my salvation.
Just take it easy.
Oh, I meant no offense. If I may be so bold, you seem to be a very, modern woman.
There's something I want to show you.
They look rather dead.
Do you know them?
No.
I need to take a photograph of you, if that's okay.
Of course.
So just step back. Okay.
Now, what is that?
Oh, you might find this interesting. Take a look.
I had my cart visit taken once. Never seen one with colors. Now, will it do this to you?
Sure. Try it. Stand back again and point it at me that way, yeah, and push that button on top. That's it. You got it.
Now, this will give the boys lots to talk about.
Lindsay, Prager wants you in on the 11 o'clock.
Okay.
You're not leaving me, are you?
I'll keep you entertained. Knock it off.
Watch the blood pressure, Ray.
This is Mr. Nelson's right leg. You can see how crudely the fibula was reset. I mean, no one would go to those lengths to perpetrate a fraud.
I still don't trust him, Anton.
I think he's the real deal. On December 2nd, 1864, a Union trooper by the name of W.R. Nelson was convicted of desertion. He escaped the stockade, but was recaptured trying to cross into Canada and was executed in 1865.
What was he doing in the tannery?
Likely trying to hide.
And you're sure he's the same guy?
Matt, let's look at this. We may have plucked him out of his proper place in time. Can you imagine the consequences?
Anton, we didn't start this. For all we know, he would have turned up anyway.
That may be, but what the hell do we do with him now?
I know. I'm not running the same test, though. It's a smaller, more controlled beam. Nothing risky. Matt, we gotta find out what happened.
Anton thinks we've done enough damage already. And we can't risk the phasing again.
Look, if we did bring that guy here, we could be on the verge of an incredible breakthrough. I mean, we could be uncovering a whole new concept of time.
Yeah, that's what worries me. I want to see what Kate has to say about this.
Oh, wait. A remote viewer? Oh, come on, Matt. We don't need a remote viewer. I mean, her gifts are not going to solve our problem. We're dealing with science here, not metaphysics.
Maybe, but I'm not prepared to take any more chances.
You really think she's going to be able to see what made that building shift?
No, I really think that she can tell us where the people came from.
Yeah.
Now, if she can confirm this is purely a question of science, we'll play it your way.
Well, I'm not a clairvoyant. I've never remote viewed into another time before.
Yeah, I know.
No. The things I see when I project my mind have always been limited to current events and locations.
Kate, 2 people are dead.
Yeah.
Can you do this for me? Please?
Do you have something tangible I can work with? An article of clothing, a personal possession?
I can do better than that.
I've never used a live prop before.
In case you have to resort to old-fashioned techniques.
You, performed in the theater?
Some people think so.
Tanner.
It's Valerie's tower. She's drawing what will be here in the future.
What's she doing?
Kate! The pulse is racing.
I demand you tell me what's going on here.
Get him the hell out of here.
Ray!
Matt, hold her arm. Giving her some lidocaine. Right. Hey, listen to me. You gotta breathe. In and out. Slow it down. Slowly breathe. In and out, deeply.
Okay?
Kate, listen to me. What did you see? Come on, Kate. Let's take a walk.
Yeah.
All right?
I feel like I'm hungover and chip Bulgarian wine.
That's about how I expect you'd feel after a jolt of lidocaine.
You could have killed me, you know?
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Listen. Where were you?
I don't know.
Kate, you've seen something, haven't you?
Nothing.
Have you heard any news?
I'm afraid not. Kate?
Yes.
I'm in a long corridor on a high floor with huge windows and a blue tint.
What, my building?
I've seen you somewhere before.
Have we met?
No. But I feel like I know you.
Kate? What is it?
I think you should test her for PK ability.
Kate drew me a floor plan of the tannery from what she could remember. And here is the existing low-rise apartment. Now, the X marks the body that was found in Taylor's apartment. Now, the position of that body coincides with the catwalk in the tannery. There's more. Valerie Wells gave me this.
The office tower floor plan.
And in the future, there's a glass partition there.
You're telling me our John Doe ran down a catwalk in the past, crashed through a window in the future, and then bled to death in the present? What would do that?
Palimpsest.
These cards are amazingly low-tech, but they work. Now, I'm going to show you the back of one, and I want you to tell me what you see.
Okay.
Oh, it's a bit dark.
Oh, that's too bright.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you had your eyes looked at?
Yes. I have macular degeneration. Short of a medical breakthrough, I will be blind in 5 years.
What about your work?
It's over. I want to see something completed. I want to see my building.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I have some things to do, so if we could just,
Of course. Okay. First card.
Star.
Let's try another one, shall we?
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't.
Valerie, take a look at the clock. Ms. Wells has latent PK abilities. Specifically, she caused a clock to run backwards. It's as if, unconsciously, she's affecting the very nature of time.
So it wasn't just the building.
Pete, you were on the right track.
I was on the wrong train.
You know, Valerie's powers may have been accentuated by the stress she felt in trying to complete her project.
Thanks for that, Anton. I'd hate to think she was that good all by herself, huh?
She was so strong in her desire to construct her building, she may have affected the nature of time itself.
Kate? What is it?
That woman, the old woman you found in the laundry. I saw her in a vision. Are you sure she's dead?
Well, Claire did conduct an autopsy.
No, but I mean, are you sure she's dead in the way you think she's dead?
Well, there was something about her. Something familiar. This woman is Valerie Wells.
What are you saying?
Older, different hair, but it's her.
It's possible. Her eyes, they're a different color.
Who's to say they can't transplant eyes in the future?
We have to bring the two together. Valerie Wells has to make contact with this body.
What? Why?
Look, if the Valerie from the present can make contact with the Valerie of the future, it could close a window, it could reorder time.
No. If we succeed, we'll send Nelson back to his execution.
Look, Anton, we're not just observers anymore, Matt. We have to see this through. If we can't find an end to this, who knows what could happen next?
No one should have to look on their own death. I guess we have no choice. Anton?
I'll speak to Valerie.
We don't know exactly what's going to happen. The disruption may close and strand you here, or it may send you back.
To what? I have no family, no prospects. If I return, I am as dead as they are. I'm a deserter. And you know what that means? It means the gallows. And the whole town will come out happy to see me swing.
But the mere fact that you're here may change your fate altogether. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I wish I could.
That's all there is to it, huh?
Valerie, what you do now could alter your future. And you still have the power to change it.
I've just never seen a dead body before. Well, you know, it can't be me, so, you know, what's the harm, right? It's probably just somebody who looks like me. My mother's sister. Someone like that.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at me.
So when will it happen?
Just sit tight.
Easy for you to say. You got all the time in the world.
Valerie. Valerie. Are you all right?
My God. My God. What have we done?
So, how's Ray?
Home from the hospital. Not even surgery could turn that frown upside down. Hey, how's Valerie?
She plans to finish her building, but she will never go inside.
Just what the world needs, another absentee landlord.
Kate, you saw into the future. What was there?
I don't know.
War? Utopia? What?
Darkness.
You saw more than that.
I really couldn't say.
Before the case of Valerie Wells, the OSIR had no opportunity to measure the effect of a person's psychokinetic abilities on time itself. But as we have seen, the dimensions of her power were devastating. For Psi Factor, I'm Dan Aykroyd.